It's my 28-week update today. My image of pregnancy was nothing like this. I knew there was pains, I knew there was sickness, I knew there was that, all that, but I didn't know it was this hard. It's really hard on your body. You need that rest, you need that support too, emotional support from your husband, your wife. I'm probably gonna be all over the place because I don't really know have an order, I guess. So 28 weeks, the baby is the size of an eggplant, which is pretty big, but it just, honestly, that's just an estimate. So your baby could be smaller, my baby could be bigger, or your baby could be bigger and my baby could be smaller. That wasn't told to me by the doctor. I keep track on the app Nurture. Nurture's a really good app. Every week starts new on Tuesday. So every Tuesday I go on my app at Nurture and I check it and I see how baby's doing, what's new this week. I remember in the beginning of my pregnancy, I started getting these weird things were happening to me. One thing in particular, I remember I started getting bloody noses and I was like, what the heck? And I just didn't think nothing of it. I thought maybe my body was changing and this and that. Well, my body is changing, but I just thought nothing of it. So I went on the app that day, looking through, they give you, I wish I could show you. They give you, little descriptions, this week this happened, and this week you have more blood, or this week baby grew an eye, or grew, the lungs are functional now, or the baby's eyes are opening now, or stuff like that. So this particular week, they had said that I was getting extra blood, so I might be having bloody noses, and what is the other thing? Bloody noses, and I don't remember the other thing, but so it was wow, really, this could be, this is really because of pregnancy. That's just cool stuff for me to know. I like to know that. Every time I find something out, I'm just so amazed that my body is doing this, and that is because of the baby, and that is because I'm growing the baby in me. It's just amazing to me. So I love the app, and I love to know what I'm going through every week, and I love to know why my body is doing this, and what causes this. And so the bloody noses was from me just having an increase of blood because I have another human in me. It's just cool to know. So I'm 7 months. Okay, let's just put that out there. 7 months, 28 weeks. He's less than 2 pounds. Next month I'll be 8 months, so he'll probably be a little bit 2 more pounds, 3 more pounds, and then 9 months. I'm pretty sure he'll be 6 to 7 to 8 or 9. Who knows how big he'll be, but hopefully he's not a 9-pound baby. If I have to push that out, that's amazing, but I'm so scared already. That is just bringing on the nerves even more. Just the stress of him just being too big. Oh my gosh, please don't. The pains are real. I remember my first trimester. I had found out when I was very early along. I was 4 weeks when I felt, I was less than 4 weeks. I started feeling symptoms probably 2 weeks, but I didn't know. I just let it go and let it go and let it go because I thought no way I was pregnant, no way. So I just let it go for the longest time. And then one day my aunt told me to take a pregnancy test because these feelings are what she felt when she was pregnant. So we bought a pregnancy test and she told me to take it, and I took it and I was pregnant. So I was 4 weeks around that time. And then 2 weeks later I went to the doctors and actually seen the baby and found out how many weeks I was. So just doing the math, I was 4 weeks pregnant when I found out. And I did feel symptoms at, like I said, 2 weeks to 4 weeks to 6 weeks. Like I was saying, what was I saying? So after 6 weeks, I started to feel pains down here in my side, and then sometimes up here in my rib area right here, but mostly down here, always on my right side. And I would tell the doctors and they would just say, well, it's just growing pains. So that was tolerable. Those are tolerable. They're not bad. They're just uncomfortable, kind of. They're not like where you can't breathe and stuff, or like you just can't take it. You can handle them, but it's just like a pain that is there. So later on, I just got those like pretty often. Now, third trimester is real. Like, that's when your real pain starts to kick in. I thought those were painful, and I thought that that's what people were talking about. No, this third trimester is when it all goes down. Like, back pain is real. Like, I have extreme back pain all the time. If I'm laying down, I have back pain. If I'm sitting down, my back starts hurting. If I'm sitting straight, my back starts hurting. If I'm slouching, my back's hurting. Like, there's no getting away from it. Be home all day, go out for a little bit, my back hurts. Like, my back hurts all the time. It's not fun. And you do get like weird feelings in your legs. You get leg cramps. I've gotten a leg cramp and it hurts so bad, and I was sleeping, it woke me up. Oh my gosh, it was the worst. My boobs don't really hurt, my nipples don't really hurt. I do get pains in my stomach. I do like rib pain. I get a lot of rib pain. Him moving is kind of painful. Sometimes the baby is either facing down. I don't even know if he can face down yet. I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know if he's facing down or it's his feet that are all the way down there in my vagina. But when he's either down there with his arms or his legs and he's kicking, that hurts by far the worst. It's like the most uncomfortable thing. And I noticed that I get those a lot. Sometimes when I'm sitting down, just like on the couch, but more often when I'm laying on my side and I'm have my leg over my maternity pillow. So I try, like, sometimes, and it works. If I move, it works. It'll stop. But when it first started happening, there was no way to get away from it. It was just he was just kicking and kicking and kicking, and he wouldn't stop until he was done. And it was really bad. It was like get out. That's how you feel. And then sometimes I feel like he gets under my ribs, or like he puts his foot under there or something, and you just like it's a feeling that like you just want to take him out, like push him down or move him, poke him, like so he can move around, so he's out of that position, because it's uncomfortable. It's not like pain, but it's uncomfortable. And then I do get back rib pain, like in my back area where my ribs are. I get a lot of that. Okay, sleep. Like they say all the time, sleep as much as you can. You get tired all the time for doing the littlest things. Like, I can be home all day sitting on my butt doing nothing, and then I'll just get in this mood where I just want to clean. I'll start doing like maybe the couches and like fixing the couches, or like I'll fix the bed, and then you're tired. You don't want to do it anymore. So that's third trimester, I'm pretty sure. Because second trimester I could clean. When I'm in those moods, I can clean. But like now I'm just like, no. I don't even want to make dinner, honestly. I'm in that phase where I don't want to make dinner. It sucks because I feel bad, but I mean, it's pregnancy. What can you do? So, also at night, I started getting really uncomfortable sleeping when my stomach started to grow. So that was around 3 to 4 months. I was really uncomfortable. So I was talking to my boyfriend, and I just kept saying I want to get a pregnancy pillow, because a lot of people say that they help, but I was iffy about it because I didn't know if it would work for me, and so I just didn't get it for a while. And then I finally was just like, oh my gosh, I cannot sleep at night. I would wake up 3-4 times a night stay up, wake him up, and he has work, and I felt bad, so I was just like, fine, I'll finally just try it, and if I don't like it, I'll take it back. That pillow saved my life. Like, I have not had a good night's sleep before that pillow, and now I have not perfect, but I sleep pretty darn well compared to before since I've gotten that pillow. And I recommend that if you cannot sleep at night, try it, because I was iffy. I didn't think that it would work, and it worked like miracles. Cravings are amazing. Cravings just make me happy. Like, when I'm craving something and I get it, it's like the most amazing thing ever. But it's a curse too. It's a blessing and a curse in one, because if you're craving something, okay, so the other day, for example, I made dinner. I wasn't hungry yet, so I was waiting for my boyfriend to get home so we can eat, and then all of a sudden I wanted an In-N-Out burger, and I was like, great, hopefully this goes away. And they don't go away. Once you're craving something, you're craving it. So when my boyfriend came home, the smell of the dinner just started to make me want to throw up. Like, it made me super nauseous. So I was like, I have to go. Like, I can't eat this. I can't. And I'm hungry. So, and you don't want nothing else. You don't want nothing else other than your craving. That's why it sucks. Because if you just made dinner for like hours, or you just cut a mango, or like you just chopped up some fruit to eat, you can't eat it because you're now craving a burger. So I went to get a burger and it was amazing. So that's the best thing about it. But other than that, it kind of does suck, because especially if you want to save money, you don't want to be buying food all the time. You want to cook at home and it's cheaper. Then that's what sucks. Next thing, maternity clothes. So if you fit into your clothes, I don't recommend buying new clothes. Everybody told me not to buy new clothes, but I don't fit into none of my clothes. I don't fit into no tank tops, no underwear, no pants. I had to go buy, I bought, like, my mom had bought me pregnancy pants in like my first trimester before I got huge, because she knew I was gonna get like big and I was gonna be uncomfortable, and she knew I needed them. So thank God she bought me some, and then I had to go buy a pair because they were always dirty because I was reusing them. Because everybody's like, don't buy clothes, don't buy clothes, don't buy clothes. But I don't fit into anything. I have to. There's no choice. I get it if you already were pregnant, or you have bigger clothes to wear, because I do. I have some bigger clothes, which I'm thankful for. But other than that, I have to buy all new clothes. Even my sports bras don't fit me. Like, I grew an extra breast size. Like, they don't fit. So I mean, that's BS. Sometimes you have to buy clothes, which they never told me. Nobody ever told me. They all said, oh, don't buy new clothes, this and that. Breastfeeding. I was a little discouraged about breastfeeding because I've just heard so many negative things about it. So in my first trimester and second trimester, I was just iffy about it. I was like, not sure, didn't know. When people asked me, I was just like, maybe, I don't know. And then I like seen and heard so many bad stories, and nipples cracking and nipples hurting, and I'm just like, so lately I've been talking to a lot more people, asking a lot more opinions. I like to reach out to people. Like, I love to talk to people about pregnancy, about breastfeeding, about what they went through, about what can you tell me about this. And so I love to talk to people. So I want to, at this point, breastfeed. So I am praying to God that me and baby are 100% like okay on the same page. I want to at least try and push through it and fight through it. Thank you for watching, and if you want to see more mom lifestyle pregnancy updates, subscribe to my channel, like it, and I'll be back. I know a lot of women, I think it depends on your skin tone. I've heard that get this line down here. I haven't got that yet. This is my belly button scar from getting it pierced a couple years ago.